Well, let's get started. This is our Ashtanga Vinyasa flow. And if you guys have a strap, but if you don't have one, it's okay. You can use your hands. And let's just start sitting upright. Feel free to sit on the edge of a prop, pillow, bolster, block, something to elevate the hips. Put your arms just straight to your lap and your eyelids straight down over the eyes. Feel as though the base of your spine is drilling down into the floor. Imagine a rope is tied to that drill and coming up through the shaft of the spine, out through the crown of the head, and someone is pulling the rope up towards the rooftop. And just notice any minor alterations you achieved from that imagery. Maybe you created a little bit more space or length. Now that you've created a little bit more height with your perfected posture, start to put your awareness to your breath. Breathing in and out fully through the nose. When you notice the expansion and the additional lift on your inhale, also equally note the sinking in and softening on the exhale. Now activate the Ujjayi pranayama, what's typically requested during a flow practice, where you constrict the back of your throat and create that audible whispering type sound. What you sometimes hear referred to as the Darth Vader breath. What I find a little humorous about it being called that breath is I use this breath whenever I am getting really anxious, or my emotions are raw or heightened, or I'm feeling some sort of heated disagreement with someone. And even though it may sound like Darth Vader, it definitely helps me cross back over from that dark, shadowy side of my mind back to a lighter side, a more composed side, what we would refer to as the light. So this breath can be utilized in many different ways at many different times, not just isolated to this practice. And then gently open up the eyes, and we'll go ahead and come to stand. When you come up to stand, let's go ahead and stack the feet at the top of the mat. Ground them down, line up your legs, lift through your knees so that your quads are defined, And feel as though you're zipping up through the midriff. Hands joined together to prayer position at the heart. Look straight ahead. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms to your sides and up. And as you exhale, fold it down to Uttanasana, your standing forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen out halfway. And as you exhale, you're stepping down the mat, immediately dropping low to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, bloom the heart open to up dog. And exhale, rock it, roll back to downward facing dog. And when you're solidifying your hands, put a little bit more pressure down through the mound of the index finger and your thumb. And then create a little tension between those 2 points. And then drop a little bit more firmly through the mound of the pinky finger. Press up and out of your wrist. Head between the arms. And on your next inhale, step the feet all the way forward and up. Lengthen out halfway. And exhale to send down. Now this time, just hold your Uttanasana. And I know we don't normally hold the Uttanasana, but if you could hold it, pressing down through the feet, lifting up energetically through your side body. When you're ready, root down to come all the way up. And exhale, come right back into Uttanasana. Inhale, uplift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, that low push-up position. You can always descend your knees to modify. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, roll it on back. Put the same attention to your hands, but also apply that attention through the feet. And what is touching down? So that you're drawing the energy up from the earth all the way up to your sits bones. Check in to see where your breath is. And if it ran away from you, take command of it again. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana at the top. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, build all the way up. Exhale, we're going right back in. Inhale, listen to the breath and allow it to lift you up. Listen to the out breath and allow it to take you down closer to the ground. Inhale, rise to the stilts of the arms. And exhale, use your core strength, both your quads and your abdomen, to roll back to down dog. Listen to your breath. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, let go. Inhaling up. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to move into B, but we're going to change it up today with our poses instead of just doing warrior one. So bend the knees, lift to Utkatasana chair. Exhale, pour down Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can also lower the knees. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. All right, so we're stepping forward with the right foot, grounding the back foot, and circling the arms up to warrior two. So we'll be doing poses from a warrior two position instead of warrior one today. Externally rotate your thighs and your hips. Extend long through the arms and fingertips. Exhale, helicopter down, spin away from the back heel. Take your vinyasa. And immediately inhale, left foot steps through, back heel sinks down, cartwheeling up, warrior two. Heavy in the feet, a lift through the pelvic floor, a lift through your navel, and a lift through your heart. Exhale, helicopter down. Take it through another vinyasa. Holding this downward facing dog. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, we're going right back in. Inhale, float up. Exhale, start the vinyasa. Complete it. Right foot steps through, back heel settles down, coming up Virabhadrasana 2. So this time in warrior two, keep your chin in line with your chest, and we're gonna hook the right arm under the left. So basically taking the eagle arms. Upper arms are going to stay parallel to the ground. Elbows as high as the sternum or collarbones. Mold the arms together. And then inhale, open back up. Exhale, helicopter down. Once you flow back to downward facing dog, inhale, left foot steps through, back heel anchors, coming up warrior two. Bring the chin in line with your chest. Now hook the left arm under the right. Maintain the stability in your lower body as you wind your arms together. Slow, even breaths. Release the arms on your inhale. Helicopter down on the exhale. Take that next vinyasa. Holding this third downward facing dog in the mix. And let the breath fuel you. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Inhale, Utkatasana. And we're going to do one more sun cell. Folding back into Uttanasana first. Inhale, sprout up next. Exhale, lower to that low push-up. Inhale, open the vertebrae. Exhale, curl your toes, roll it back. Inhale, the right foot steps through, the back heel drops down, rising to warrior two. Keep the chin in line with your chest again, palms joined together. Now keep your thighs rolling open, your knee stable over the front knee, and start to lean down. Stack to your hands. Try not to allow that right knee to collapse in. And then walk or slide your hands out as if you were in downward facing dog. So lower bodies like warrior two. Arms and spine out like downward facing dog. Little weight on the hands though. And you can always put hands on blocks and slide the blocks through. Now let's just walk it back around, frame the front foot. We'll take it to the next vinyasa, which will take us to the next side. So once you return to down dog, left foot steps through, back heel sinks down. When you're ready, helicopter up. Turn your face, hands to prayer. Lean forward. Take the hands to the ground, and then slide your arms out. Lower the head between the upper arms. And again, keeping that left knee over the ankle. Breath stays full to bring the vitality we need in. And slowly travel the hands towards you. Spin to face the top of the mat. We're going to take one last vinyasa, stepping to plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, bloom open. And exhale, rock and roll back. Hold for 5 breaths. Inhale, travel the feet to the top of the mat, lengthen out to the vertebrae. Exhale, close into self. Inhale, take Utkatasana. Inhale, lift the arms and spine up. Place your palms together, continue to breathe. Slowly press through the feet, straighten your legs, hands to your heart. We're going to do a different forward fold today, a little different than Ashtanga. Take your hands to your hips. Your feet are hip width or slightly wider. We're going to fold from this hip crease. And then when we start to fold, we're actually going to bring the arms over to the right leg. The hands can slide down your calf, shin, ankle. And so you want to think about elongating your side waist out of the rim of your pelvis. Sending your upper body and torquing it over towards the right knee. This is Parita Uttanasana. Inhale, let's lift the head and heart a little bit. You can stack your hands to your shins. And then we'll slowly crank over towards the left leg. Sliding the hands down towards the ankle, towards the floor, or even to the back side of the leg. And then you may be curving on that left side waist. So draw out of it. Magnetize that abdomen over towards your left thigh, your heart down towards the knee, your forehead towards the shin. can get really deep. So try not to pull or force anything. And then slowly release that and fall right into the center of the legs. Let your hands, if they touch the floor, flip upside down. Bend your knees. Take your elbows up to your thigh bones. Bear pose. We're not going to do arm balances today, but we usually do bear or squat to then lead into those arm balances. So we're going to leave it here today. All right, inhale, let's slowly come to stand. Draw the feet closer together. And then we're going to step down the mat, widen the stance of the feet. And we're going to rotate that right foot 90 degrees and lunge that knee. When you lunge that knee, you're going to prop onto that thigh with the elbow, and the left arm can reach skyward, or it can even angle towards your ear. If you want to amp up the challenge, really root down the right foot, elevate the right arm alongside your ear. And then inhale, press through the right foot, come up, and then separate your arms. Inhale, lengthen over the leg. Exhale, windmill down. Triangle pose. Breathe. Inhale, draw up through the left hand. Exhale, relax that shoulder and turn the right foot in. Inhale, rotate the left foot open. Exhale, lunge that knee. Let's take side angle. Yogi's choice, right arm straight up or at the angle. If you want to amp up the challenge, left arm can lift alongside the ear. Make sure you're not dipping the heart down. Stay spun open. And then inhale, press through the left foot. Come up. Exhale, splay the arms shoulder height. Inhale, stretch over the left leg. Windmill down. On your exhale to triangle. Breathing. Inhale, draw up with the right hand. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Turn the left foot in. All right, we're going to take it towards the revolving version. So the right foot turns out. We're going to lunge that knee. We're going to turn away from the back heel, land the left hand, and fly the right arm skyward. Now prop to the fingertips of that bottom hand and see if you can press down through the ball of the right foot, straighten out the right leg, revolving triangle. You might be able to plant the left palm. You may need a block. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Plant the back foot. Safely, slowly come up. Right foot turns in. Left foot's going to turn open. When you're ready, start to lunge the left knee. Spin out of the back heel, land your right hand, fly the left arm skyward. There are other variations if you want a different expression. Take the weight off the palm, more to the fingertips. Press into the padding of the left foot and attempt to straighten out that leg. Exhale, lunge that knee, bring that hand down. Safely turn to the sole of the back foot. Bring the hands up and turn the feet. So all 10 toes are facing the same direction and they're parallel to each other. Stack your hands to your waist, shoulders roll back. Draw in and up through the abdomen and fold here. Prasarita, Padottanasana. And if you'd like to move from B to C, you can lace your fingers behind your back. Fly the arms skyward. Exhale, release the hands. Slowly elongate the vertebrae, even out that blood flow so you won't get so lightheaded. Hands return to the hips, slowly come up to stand. Right foot's gonna turn to face the top of the mat, and your left foot will step up to join. Hands to prayer position at your heart. All right, now stacking and standing on your left leg. Pick up your right foot, hold the knee. Now I'm gonna modify today, but if you want to extend that leg, you can tag the toe. We are gonna move from A to C. So if you're modifying, just take both hands to the knee and you're attempting to fold over the thigh. I was feeling a little wonky in my standing knee, so I bent it a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the right foot. I know we normally do A, B, C, D, but we're just stopping with 2 today. Spread the base of your right foot. Lift the left knee. Padangusthasana A. And you go up the full expression. Take it. If you want to lower to C, seize the moment. And then release and come back up. Hands to prayer. Let's bring it down. Inhale, the arms flare up. Exhale, bring it down to Uttanasana. From Uttanasana though, instead of doing another Vinyasa, we're gonna lift the heels, bend the knees, and it's dropping like a toe balance. And let's practice our toe balance. If you have blocks and want to use them for the next pose, you can set them up alongside your feet. The next pose is bringing the hands down to the floor or the blocks if you're going to use them beside the feet. And we're going to take the weight off the left leg and stretch it out. You might be able to take the hands back and lower safely down to the floor. If you can't, relower the left foot, sit down safely with your left leg out in front of you and your right knee bent. A little bitty space in between because we're going to stretch the right arm forward. We're going to wrap that arm in front of the right shin. The left arm will soar out and then it's going to hook behind the back. So traditionally, kind of gaze out towards the foot, but a lot of people nowadays are dropping the head down. I think it really depends on your neck, the condition of your spine, how it feels in the now. Inhale, come up. We're going to take that right foot to stack to the inside of your left thigh. Arms radiate upward. And as we exhale, we're going to shower the hands down towards the foot. Spiral that belly button over the left leg. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale up. Slide, or you can hook a hold of that left leg to help bend it. The right foot's still on the floor, by the way. Left arm's going to reach to the inside of that thigh. It's going to hook in front of the knee or shin. The right arm reaches out and then circles behind the back. So that grip of the arm and the bind is going to keep that knee tucking in towards your side body. Slow, deep, even breaths. Inhale, slowly come up. Keep the arm bind. Sit down on the left side of your seat. Slowly lift the head up and then turn your gaze over the right shoulder. And then release. All right, we're going to come back up towards toe balance, which means the feet need to be, alongside each other. You can use the blocks or just your hands to come back to toe balance. Great exercise for the feet. And then start to bring the hands down to the floor or blocks. We put the weight more now on the left side to extend the right leg out. And you might be able to bring yourself all the way safely down to the floor. If not, bring the right foot back, cautiously come down. A little bit of space between the left foot and right thigh. Left arm shoots to the inside, and then it's like we're twisting the arm to create that wrap. Then the left arm back strokes. Maybe join the hands together. Looking out with your eyes or looking down towards the knee. Inhale, we'll come up. And we'll catch that ankle and bring that foot to reside alongside the straight leg. Arms reach up towards the heavens. Exhale, rain down over the front leg. Take Janu Shirshasana. Purify your lungs. Inhaling up. We'll drive the right foot back. All right, so we're preparing for that other arm bind. Arm reaches to the inside and then hooks in front of that shin. Left arm will backstroke behind to find the other hand. And you can continue to fold. Inhale it slowly, start to lift. Ground down on the right side of your seat. Spin open to your left. Maybe gazing behind you. Exhale, unwind. Now, separating the feet, slipping the hands under the knees, flexing through the ankles, and then sliding out toward us. There's other variations of tortoise. So if you have a preference, you can strike that version. When you're ready, slide your hands back to center, and then go ahead and drop down through the back of your legs. Taking Konasana, reach out through your heels. Let your arms sail up overhead. Keep pressing your hamstrings down into the floor. Bring the palms together and then start to hinge forward. Feel as though the back of your legs are velcroed down, keeping you nice and secure through your base. Inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, draw the feet together. Open them out like a book and fold over your feet. Baddha Konasana. So since we didn't do the extended form of the standing Padangusthasana, I thought we could mix it in when we're supine on our backs today, because this is something that shows up in Ashtanga as well. We just don't always get to it. One more breath. And inhale, slowly come up. So you don't have to have a strap, but I suggest a strap. I'm going to move my mat over a little bit from the wall. We'll start with the right foot. So if you have that strap, take it around. And if you don't have a strap, just use your hands, a handhold behind your thigh or calf or big toe, if that's a possibility. Activate and fire into your left leg. Turn those muscles on. Take both ends of the strap into your right hand. Anchor your left hip down. And then open that leg away from your body. Padagustasana B. It's nice not to have to worry about balance with this today. Inhale, leg reaches back up. Now we'll move into C. Remember, C is where we fold over the leg. We did the modified one today. But when we're supine this way, just take both ends of the strap into your right hand. Your left arm is going to reach out over the left leg, and you're going to contract your core. So instead of folding forward, we're lifting up so that we're bringing our upper body closer to that lifted leg. As you exhale, descend. All right. Remove that strap from your foot. Hug the right knee in. We're going to go to Jatari Parivartanasana. So before we go into the twist, stand down on the right foot and just shift your hips slightly in its direction. And then pick the foot up again, tag it with the left hand, and then spin it across your midline. So the left leg is straight and the right knee is spiraling over. Unroll from that twist. Remember, we shifted the hips, so stack onto your right foot. Bring the hips to neutral again. All right. Right leg out. Padagustasana A, using your strap or your hands to hold the leg up. And then turn the muscles on in the right leg as well. If both hands are holding a portion of the strap, take both ends into your left hand. When you're ready, Padagustasana B. Press that foot into the strap and feel the difference when you create that action. Inhale, come up. Moving into the C variation. This is where we scoop the belly and lift up. Hand can hover over the right thigh. Release down, bend the knee, remove the foot from the strap. Stack onto the big toe, shift the hips over in that foot's direction. Then pick the foot up, tag it with your right hand, and swirl it over the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. Exhale, unwind from the twist. Descend that left toe so that you can shift the hips to neutral and bend both knees. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a choice today. You can either do a bridge flow, and the bridge flow, is where you're lifting up and rolling down. And if you want to keep that rolling, you can. And if you want supported bridge as a restorative position, you can take that. But if you want to go into the shoulder stands, you may want a blanket Some people don't use any props. In Ashtanga, they really don't. But I'm at a point where I need to use at least one. So feel free to join me with that. If you have a blanket, it's under your spine, but not your head. And then you can move into plow first. Tucking the shoulders under. You can support your back or hips. Legs rocking over the face. The toes can land or they may hover. And then on your next in-breath, you're slowly going to pike the legs up towards the ceiling. This is where your hands can come in useful to walk towards your mid-back. Back the feet up, point the toes. And then if you're in shoulder stand, lower just your right leg. So one leg's up like shoulder stand, and one leg is down like plow. Re-elevate the right foot, and then rock the left foot down. A hybrid position, a mix of two poses. Inhale, relift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knees, come to Ardha Padasana. If you want Karna Padasana, you can take it. Otherwise, be here. Now, go ahead and straighten your legs, but shift your hips forward so that you can scoop into your belly. You can stack on your fingertips. And if you're doing the bridge flow, you can roll out with us. But from bridge, straighten your legs. If you have the blanket, you may want to lose it for fish. Straighten your legs if you've come down from bridge pose. We're all going to stack the arms up underneath us, where you're literally sitting on your hands. And then press through the arms to lift your chest, and then open your throat wide and lean the head back. Fish. Exhale, take the head back. Release your hands after you bend the knees. And tuck the knees in towards your chest, Apanasana. Roll over to one side of your body and come up. So you can practice your dolphin or your headstand. And I don't feel like going all the way up today. We'll see when I actually get in it, how I feel. And if you don't feel like doing either one of those, maybe your arms are sore. Maybe you feel like your energy is giving out. And if that's the case, child's pose can be your final inversion here. So that's fine. If you want dolphin, it's like setting up, well, we're going to use it today like we're setting up for Shasana 1. So if you cross your arms and your fingers wrap around the elbows, keep the elbows stationed, but lace your fingers together more ahead of you. Open your thumbs. Both pinkies are pressing into the mat, and you crawl forward so that the hands are cradling the head. And then already you should feel some engagement with your arms and upper back. And if you don't, press thoroughly down through the arms and the hands and feel that cat stretch back coming into play. These same muscles that you feel being utilized for that push-up is going to be required for this next, excuse me, pose. So if you tuck your toes, lift your knees, and then travel the feet a little closer in, this could be your dolphin today. And if you want to go up to headstand, you can. You can curl in and then lift the legs. You can always go against a wall too. Maybe hold for 10 or 11 breaths. Of course, when you need to come down, cautiously exit. And then we'll all be in child's pose with the big toes touching. Eyes parallel. Draping over the lap, down to the brow. Now, very gently and slowly, just kind of sway your body so that you're intentionally rolling across your forehead. This can help calm the vagus nerve. It's a major nerve that travels from the head down into the abdomen. I actually read somewhere, and I don't know if this is fact, but I actually heard that the vagus nerve actually goes beyond the abdomen towards the reproductive organs. Don't quote me on that. But when we can calm this nerve, it helps to shift into the parasympathetic nervous system, where we are calmer, more together, more responsive, less reactive. Now come to the center of your forehead. Lengthen out through your arms. Lift the face up a moment. Slide or walk your hands over to the right side of your mat and lower back down. We're just going to use this as a cooling technique. Inhale, come up. Walk it over to the left. And release again. Inhale, walk your hands to the mat and bring them back into you. Okay, I don't have a block here. But if you have a block and you need to sit on it, put the block between the ankles and then sit down. If you can sit on your heels, then you could just do this. Now, normally at the end of an Ashtanga practice, they're sitting in lotus with their hands in reverse namaste. And I thought today we would focus on this pose for our seat and then take reverse prayer hands behind our back. So if your hands don't quite join together, it's okay if it's just the fingertips. It's okay if you need to hold your wrist, but you might be able to swim the fingers a little higher up the spine to get the roots of the fingers more together, to get the mouths of the hands more together, and maybe even the thumbs or the wrist. Now my wrists don't come together here, but yours may. Close your eyes. Take one last inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to bow forward. 3 breaths while you're down. Inhale, root through the feet, squeeze the belly in. Lead with the back of your heart to come up. And then exhale, release your hands. All right, we are ready for relaxation. So maybe you need to cover up. Maybe you want to roll the blanket up and have it like a mini bolster up under your knees. If you have an eye bag or a towel, you can always cover the eyes. The weight of an eye bag on the brow also is helpful for the vagus nerve, what I was mentioning when we were rolling back and forth in child's pose. When you settle in, make sure your body's responding well to the placement you gave it. Feel free to fidget or adjust or change shapes completely. We've been using the Ujjayi breath for this flow. I want you to ignite that breath and take 7 rounds of that pranayama. On 1, on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7. Now let the breath go. Well, start to create some movement in your feet. And add in some movement with your hands. Eventually stretch the arms overhead. And as you exhale, take a hold of your knees. Roll to one side of your body. Come on up to take a seat. Bringing your hands to prayer. Bowing your head. Hopefully you feel more grounded in your body, less stirred emotionally, and more clear-headed. Let's allow the ripple effects of this practice to extend beyond the mat into our life and send our peaceful vibes back into the world. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.